Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I'm really excited to bring you 2 stamps and a cutting die from our friends at Creative Expressions. We made lots of fun projects with them, so can't wait to show you, so come play with us. So this first stamp and die set is called Marilyn's Lamplight for the stamp, and it's just got this wonderful little snowflake shape and a little lamppost and a wreath and this adorable little sign that says Merry Way and 2 adorable little birds surrounded by a wreath of snowflakes. So cute, and this is the card that I made with it. It also features the Festive collection Marilyn cutting die. And I used with this from hot off the press the cutesy Christmas paper pack. This is proving to be one of my favorite Christmas paper packs. Make sure you pick this up. There's a limited supply of these, and you want to make sure to have it for your Christmas cards, so don't miss out. So I use that paper pack. I love it because it's got that craft cardstock tan, and then also a really beautiful aqua blue and a true red, which I love. And I just paired that with the cutting die, which was great to layer with. And for the colors, I used the tri-blend markers. I'm just going to grab them all right here. And you can check on the supply list by clicking on any of the underlined products on the, well, actually no, you can just see the products listed below, and you can click on the card photos in our gallery and it'll give you a complete supply list. So I won't go over all the specific colors, they're all listed there, but I did use the tri-blend markers. I love them. I love using them with the alcohol-proof ink from Spectrum Noir, but you could also use Memento ink because they are both water-based inks that when combined with the alcohol pen, they don't bleed. So you want to have 2 contrasting things so that they are not bleeding together. So anyway, for this particular card, when I did the coloring, I used this ice blue around the outside edges and started with the darker blue, and then as I went to the center, went from the dark range here down to the light, okay? And then I, of course, added a little bit of my favorite Silver Stickles glitter glue and just hit all of the little snowflake dots and even put some around the lamplight and decorated the wreath with it as well, just to give it some shimmer. And then I wanted to add from Hunky Dory the diamond sparkles. This is silver sparkles, and just put one on each side of my card. So after using the stamp, I really wanted to make sort of a bigger deal with the cutting die. And so the Marilyn cutting die has 5 pieces. Move this over. And so for this card, I used Christmas Sparkle paper pack, also from hot off the press. And what I love about this particular paper pack is that it includes a sheet of gold holographic paper, which is a new thing for hot off the press. And it's very beautiful. It's got these wonderful mauve and pink tones, sort of a non-traditional Christmas. And let me show you here how these cutting dies work. Got all 5 of them here. So for the base layer, which I cut out of white cardstock, I used the largest one. And then, I'm going to dig these out. Here we go. And then I used the next one to cut out just this beautiful pink swirl. And then I used these 2 together. So this particular shape has all this great detail on it, but you need to have the outline to cut that out. And then I sort of staggered these like this, so offset them. There we go. And then I cut out a white shape out of white cardstock. And then I used these 2 pieces together to cut out my gold holographic. And then I got to have fun embellishing that. So I used the pink sparkles, put one in the center there. And then I used both pink and gold Jewel Dazzle stickers to embellish my card. And you can see all that little sparkle around the outside edges here, okay? And finally added some gold jewel border dazzles to the top and the bottom. And then we've got this great collection of Christmas greeting dazzles. If you haven't picked this up yet, I would encourage you to do so, because it's got this great script font in all these different colors. So it's got gold, silver, black, green, and red. And then it's also got the tiny words for Christmas. Here we go, in the same colors. And I'm going to use these. Well, let's see, I used those on the red ones on this card. And I'm going to use them again on another one. All right, so now we're going to work with the poinsettia frame, Denise's poinsettia frame, which is just a really beautiful stamp. These are cling rubber stamps, so the rubber gives a really high detailed image. And let me show you how I cut that. Here we go, or stamped that rather. And they have a peel off back on them so that you can put them on your stamping platform, which is my preferred way of stamping. And here's the card I made using this. This is a center step card from hot off the press. And as you can see, lots and lots of sparkle, which is my favorite thing. And what I did is I stamped this image twice. And I stamped one that I was going to color and one that I cut out just the poinsettias right here. So I made sure to cut out just the poinsettias and not all the leaves. And then for my coloring on this, I started off with just doing some light pink. Here we go. With my tri-blend markers, I started off and just colored the entire thing with light pink. There we go. Darken that up a little bit. And then I used the bright pink. Okay, and I started off by just shading one side of each petal. And then I did the darker pink. Well, I'm going to go even darker than that. The really dark pink right in the center there. Okay. And then I added my favorite clear glitter brush. And for this, I could just take my glitter brush and I could just go right over those leaves just to give that some extra sparkle there. And then finally just did some dots in the center using my silver stickles. Okay, so let's take another look at this card. Okay, so I've got this layer here that I have foam taped over the first stamped image. And then I used a coral marker to do the background. Okay, started off dark around the edges and went lighter to the center. And then I used my stickles again and just did a really thin line around all these wonderful swirls. Okay, and even added a little bit there on my bell. And then I love the silver jewel border dazzles. I've been using a lot of these this season. And so around the edges of my center step, I just did the thinnest lines of those border dazzles and then added a silver bow. Okay, so that was just a really easy one to put together. I should also mention that this particular stamp, the Denise's poinsettia frame, also has a coordinating Denise's Festive Collection die that is really, really beautiful. However, we did not include them on the Money Saver because we've just got such few of them. So if you're really quick about it, you'd be able to pick this one up. I think we've just got 4 or 5 of them left. You'd be able to pick this one up and add it to the Money Saver collection. So yes, check out the Money Saver. It's a great deal on the 2 stamps and the Maryland cutting die. If you're watching us on YouTube, check out the Money Saver in the description below. Just click on those links. And thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next week.